we go.
Yeah, all right.
So a little different setup right now, obviously. So we're like coast to coast right now, huh?
We are, dude.
Got me here in New York. Greg out there in Las Vegas. Say hi, Greg.
Hello, guys.
Special guest, Max today, California, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. I lose track of where you are. And then we got Bobby here too. Bobby actually hasn't been in any of our videos yet, but he has been in the background of a few videos that we've done. Mostly shit talking. He disappeared. We might get Scott. We might get Colin.
Yep.
If they come in, they come in. They'll show up. If not, we will be playing Final Fantasy VII the whole time.
I'm excited.
A little bit different intro this time. I'm gonna try to shut up as much as I can during this, because I care about the dialogue and stuff. I know usually we make a habit of saying dumb shit while we're playing games, but this might be a little bit of an exception. And now we're right into pretty much where the original opening cutscene began.
Getting some traffic on Twitch, I see.
Traffic? Looking for my chapstick? Sorry, that's a deep cut.
Yeah, there's the Ford Maverick.
He's got it. Go away. You know what it was? I think my front jack was still open. That's where you were getting that echo. Alright, we're clean. Clean now. Hide that. Yeah, this is amazing. They totally just recreated this opening video, like almost one-to-one.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I was like trying to watch it without sound before, because of the delay.
Because you're hearing yourself?
Yeah, but you can't because it's so beautiful sounding.
Yeah, honestly, one of the greatest soundtracks in, like, gaming history. Shit, I wish I could remember the composer's name, but he's like the friggin' Beethoven of video game music. Like, insanely good composer. And the way they've recreated a lot of the tracks from the first one, just fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'd love to get into, like, into that deeply.
Have either of you guys played the original?
I have not.
I have.
I thought so. The way you were talking about before, I thought maybe you had actually played the original.
Yeah. No, I played the original when I was a kid.
Who goes there?
So how are your memories of it? Clear
liked it.
or muddled? But like you don't...
I remember the story.
Okay, cool.
Definitely.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so. Not bad. See ya.
You remember the graphics?
Not like this.
I was gonna say, yeah, they're about the same, right? Only because I'm sitting so close. I can't make any adjustments yet.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see them.
Have fun.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead. Enough of this.
You have an option for like the old turn-based.
Kind
system?
of. They've got a classic mode where your characters will like attack and defend automatically, but it's still in real time. It just leaves you with just having to control spells and skills and all that, and then basic attacking and defending is handled by the AI.
You got this.
Okay.
Yeah, what he said.
But it's not like we're stand in a line and fight each other in turns.
You're
Yeah.
coming with us.
Can't get
I mean, the original had like kind of a hybrid turn-based and real-time thing with the active time stuff, which they kind of brought back. The ATB
That's kind of what I
gauge.
remember. There's like the bar fills up when the bar's full after your turn.
Yep.
was never in doubt.
The one of the few gripes I've had with it is the balancing on difficulty, though. Like, classic mode is just stupid easy, because it's basically based off of the easy mode in the game. And normal mode is kind of hard. And your first two options are just those two.
Okay.
And that's coming from, like, someone who's Platinum Bloodborne. So, like, when I say it's hard, I'm not like having basic trouble with it. It's like there's a few moments where the difficulty spikes pretty significantly. So I don't know. It might need to be like balanced a little bit, or they might need to add like an easy mode and then make easy very easy or something. But that said, both modes are very playable.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
We're enjoying to work with, though.
Real good to look at, too.
Yeah.
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Are you
Come
the
on,
same-
nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Wedge.
You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
I was saying I kind of wanted to do like a, like almost as a joke, I kind of want to do a graphics comparison video. You know how they do them like side by side? They have the partition sweep back and forth and like show you like the original versus, or like the Xbox version versus the PlayStation version type of thing.
Guess you're first.
Yeah.
Do that
like
with
a
this, and it's
Digital
like,
Foundry
can you
video.
tell the difference? Like, look, this one is at a slightly higher resolution than that one. Because they've like recreated some stuff like practically one-to-one, like that scene of him looking up at the Shinra HQ or the reactor from there. Oh, duh.
Some of that CG stuff blew my mind back in the day.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing. It was like graphically impressive back then. It's just it hasn't aged that well. It's one of those things. Oh man, it's one of those things where
it has like it doesn't look. It looks old. It doesn't look bad though. Like it hasn't aged poorly in that regard.
yeah. I mean,
I don't think so. At least like it's pleasant to look at.
yeah. I mean, it's really just like certain aspects, like the way arms are rendered and shit, in that weird like cartoony kind of style. But I mean, they also deliberately kind of went for like a chibi aspect in the overworld. And then more of a, like, actual 1-1 scale person in the combat.
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! Catch up soon!
But, like, you know, it hasn't aged as well as some other game. A lot of the, like, 16-bit games that went for, you know, sprite-based stuff have aged better than a lot of the older 3D games, just aesthetically, somehow.
Yeah, because I have Final Fantasy VI for Super Nintendo. And
Which
that
was
aged really well.
amazing, yeah. A lot of people think that's one of the best ones.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. 6 and 9. I mean, 7 is no slouch either. It's one of my personal favorites.
I like the story in 7. I
Not so
think
fast. We've got
Yeah.
a
company.
lot.
They had really well-developed characters, and that's part of why this has been so highly demanded as a remake.
Think you can stop me? That's that.
That, and plus people got to see like the higher, you know, graphical fidelity in some of the compilation of Final Fantasy stuff, like the movie that we've all seen, Advent Children.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Get him!
Get ready. It's over.
Pointless transition. Yeah, I would say the combat's good in this one, though. I do enjoy the system that they came up with. I haven't really used any abilities yet, but it, like, slows down the time and stuff. I'll try and use one in the next fight to demonstrate it. But, like, everyone went crazy over the particle effects and shit, and it is super pretty to look at. Even during our demo playthrough, I remember Greg being like, just wouldn't stop talking about the animations and the particle effects and shit.
Dude, sorry.
And you know they went extra on that because when you go into slow motion, like, it's crazy to look at.
Oh, dude. That's when I said it because it was like slow motion at a point. And I was just like, oh my
Soldiers
god.
may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy?
You're triggering his
Have it your way,
PTSD.
Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this. but I'll manage.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door! Oh, wait! It's over!
That's my line.
He's alone! We can take him! Make it right!
Dude, forget about he's alone. At first glance, you should be like, well, he has a sword, and we're like 4 dudes with guns. I think we're okay. I mean, they're obviously not, but... Wakey, wakey.
Then let's move.
This place covered.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out! Simmer down, hotshot.
Okay. Good place to nap nearby?
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there. Well, what do you
I don't know what that look he just gave you was, but...
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button?
the princess is in another castle.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Oh. This wasn't in the demo, by the way.
Cloud! Are you ignoring me?
Tifa and I.
Yeah, they skipped right over that in the demo.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer. This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move, and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
I mean, he is a bear.
Should have asked for more money.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got nothing on me. Now for the real show.
I do like how they characterized Barret in this, because like he was really extra in the original, like all his animations and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And like they struck a nice balance, because like he's gonna have moments, especially later. We're not really gonna get to them in this game, as far as I know, unless they decide to do flashbacks. But he's gonna have moments later that are pretty heavy. That obviously it was all text back then, in '97 when it came out originally.
Right.
But now we have a voice actor who's gonna have to deliver those lines
Gonna be
believably.
well acted, yeah.
Yeah. So. And balance that with also being this dude that's like super
Those
extra.
things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some.
But from what I've seen so far, I'm actually really happy with his performance.
Yeah, figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on
She just
me.
gets sliced in half. It's like, you don't really know what they're gonna decide to change. So like, it kind of keeps you on your toes. It's almost like, you know, people that have read the books for Game of Thrones and then they were watching the show.
You're doing good, soldier.
They're like, well, they might do something differently. You never know. That's why people were saying like, oh, you can't spoil this game because it's a remake. But it's like, no, you totally could spoil it.
Pretty easy, right?
I heard that, Barret. You got zapped. Oh, I got zapped. Hey. Oh, stupid me.
Phew. Well, I'm glad that's over with. And we're almost at our objective.
I was hoping to do better than I did in the, when we played the demo. Yeah, I think I got zapped a couple of times then, too. But I was like, well, I don't want to stand there and stare at it for like 10 minutes figuring out the
Forward then first.
thing. Hang on, hold on. I gotta go get this thing first. How'd you know that was there? I played the demo.
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
We need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening. We need a light. Take the lead.
Yeah, I'll do it. Hit fire.
Looks like a Ed 209.
Yeah, yeah.
Hard and fast. Hey, it's stop moving.
Let's pin it down. Give it all you got.
Whoops.
You're up.
My turn. Let's do it.
It just had to get back up.
So we knock it down again. No time to complain. Shit. Here it comes. Now's our chance. Go.
Don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Get ready.
So that thing was a little bit of a sponge.
First. Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
got your goddamn rank? Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
I thought that was actually blood on the floor. Like, oh my god.
Talking smack.
Talk shit, get hit with an 800-pound sword.
What's that actually the weight of
That's our target,
that sword?
the reactor core.
I think
Gotta
because
set the
people have
bomb
made
with the
replicas in real life, and yeah, I think they've been somewhere in that
Let's get
range.
down there.
No way. No way.
They're heavy as shit. It might have been like 500, but still, it's some
Yeah.
ridiculous number.
Steel's not light.
No. Well, that's the thing too. If you're making a replica, you should be making it out of like aluminum or something. Like, unless you're actually planning on trying to use it.
Excited? I've been dreaming about this for years.
Heads up, boys. There's inside.
I think
In your capable hands. Good luck.
on Demolition Ranch, they had a sword that was very similar to it, and they did a few videos with it, and even like this like strongman fucking bodybuilder, I wish I remembered his name. He was trying to lift it, and he couldn't lift it.
Yeah, he was trying to cut the car in half.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It was like also just because the way it's balanced, I mean, or not balanced, makes it super awkward to even try and do anything with. Oh yeah, I'm like trying to use abilities that I don't have yet.
About damn time. Get your ass out of here.
Pop.
You think if we fell in, we'd sink right down to the bottom?
God, this music is so good.
Yeah, a lot of it is just remixes of the original tracks too. I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
believe
sure they reused like some of the mixes almost as they were from like the PC version and shit.
I could have done that on my own.
Sure you could.
But yeah, soundtrack is on point.
Soundtrack is on point.
Yeah, let's do this.
That's why there was one version that came with a vinyl, I think. One version of this
Oh, wow.
game. And that was something.
Which version did you end up getting? Because when I was looking into your whole dilemma, which
Yeah.
we won't.
Well, all I'll say is the game is so nice, I bought it twice. Yeah, I got the deluxe edition, the physical deluxe edition, which I still don't physically
All right,
have.
Let's see if little stamp really
Playing off a digital
Alright.
edition right now.
feeds.
Yeah, because I
Go
saw
on.
something about the first class edition and all this stuff. I was like, I don't know which one he got.
That
Like,
you're one
No, the first class
Never said
edition
I
was
I'm
really
just here for the
expensive.
paycheck.
yeah, I wasn't sure how much money you were willing to spend on it, so.
If it wasn't gonna come out in parts, I'm assuming it's gonna be 3 parts, but if it wasn't gonna come out in parts, I probably would have went all out on it. But I was like, what happens if part 2 comes out and it's got an even better collector's edition? It's like, alright, I just spent like 200, what was it, like 240 or something like that for the first class?
That's crazy.
Well, it came with the PlayArts Kai Cloud figure that came with the motorcycle
With the
too.
bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
So yeah, I don't know when the next one
Your
comes
call,
out.
Merc.
20.
Pretty cocky, ain't you?
I cut the wrong piece.
Are you building right now?
Maybe.
Are you starting your 30-minute mission kit already?
No, dude, I think I don't know when that's coming. It was like on pre-order.
Yeah.
So. I'll tell you, my theme is like aquatic.
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
Yeah, I'm better off.
No other option, huh? Hurry up! What the hell is this?
A target lock. Look out.
See how you do it in this boss fight.
Probably not much better than the first time.
Is that it?
It's got.
You figured out like the kind of the flow after.
Oh my god.
After a while.
Kind of, but still not really. There's still some attacks that like I'm not really sure the best approach to handle them. Like the rocket attack that it does is like once it's locked on you, it's gonna hit you. You have to guard, but it's like when you guard, you're not. When you guard, you're not mitigating 100% of the damage. You're only mitigating a little bit.
Don't overdo it.
Oh, he's out of charges already.
Still in it. Okay.
I gotta stop standing right behind it.
Need a light. Gotta heal up when I have the chance.
It's just crazy what they do with this boss fight. Like, the original I could finish in like, you know, not even 5 minutes probably. It probably takes like 4 minutes.
Brilliant plan, genius.
Right.
Bingo. Focus on that.
I saw. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I saw some of the like end game stuff.
Yeah.
And it just looks crazy, you know. And it's like you're telling me how this is episodic, and it's like.
Yeah, well,
the
that's
first part.
It's weird to call that stuff endgame stuff because it's not, you know. I mean, I really wanted to like kind of discuss what I thought was going to happen with some of that too, as far as like, that was nowhere near me. What was I going to say? Holy Christ.
You were going to discuss like how they were going to approach.
Yeah, like how many parts I expected they were going to do. One of the things people have been trying to figure out too is like, is it going to be like, is your save data going to carry over and stuff from this one? And a lot of people think it's not, and I'm kind of like, yeah, but it's like it's technically one game, you know? So to me, it wouldn't make sense to not carry over your save data. Because you're continuing the same adventure, you know? It's not so much like part 2 of it as it is...
What would really matter? Taking, like, I guess all your abilities...
All your weapons, all your
like...
materia, all your whatever summons you get in this game. I mean, part of what leads me to think it's going to carry over too is the level cap in this is 50. In the original, it was 99. So I'm like, you know, with part 2 coming out, they might raise the level cap by, you know, 25 or something, since you level slower. And like, if you played this version, your save data carries over. If you didn't, it gives you like, I don't know, level 35 for whatever character. Whoops, not Cloud.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I'm not sure. Like, I guess
it's a weird situation.
That they would carry that over, you know.
Right.
But
Burn. Now, hit it hard and fast.
Really?
Oh, you're in for it now.
Just shoot.
Damn it. It's like so impossible to get outside of that circle once that's started.
Heal up and regroup.
I plan on it.
Do something about these wounds.
Oh, he's out of MP already.
Another barrier?
Tell me about it, man.
Damn it. Get ready. It's on you.
It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
Damn it. If we don't change it up soon, this thing's gonna kill us both.
Less talking, more shooting.
How about less this from you? Take your armor. Firing one off.
What the fucking... Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to do this all by myself. Got anything you want to say? Funny way to ask for help. Bring it on. Damn pain in the ass. Not good enough. Want some more? You ain't stopping us. Bring in the heat.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris.
Yeah, I mean, going back to what I was saying about how the next part is going to come out and stuff too, I'm even like, I know it's less likely, but I'm almost wondering if they're going to be ballsy enough to do it as like, almost like a huge expansion DLC kind of for the first game. Like this installment of it. I think it would
That'd
be
be
pretty,
cool.
I think it would be pretty ballsy because like, you'd have to own this version of the game to buy it. That said, they could almost do it like Destiny did with its expansions, like have a discounted version of the game that includes it, like discounted version of the first game, first installment.
Yeah.
The only,
I think that would be the way to do it.
well, the only evidence I
when they're
have
like
for that,
makes the most sense.
the only evidence I really have for that too is what they named the game. They named it Remake as opposed to like Remake Part 1, you know?
Again and again and again. It's wide open. Wanna light it
I'm
up?
gonna have to get it on 4 discs like the original.
Yeah. Well, that's what's crazy too, is like the amount of, the amount of the original game that this first installment covers is like so small. That said, I don't think they're gonna pad out the next few parts as much as they did this one. Because this is giving you like the origins of the characters and stuff. It's giving you enough time to spend with them in a more linear environment. So that by the time we hit the second part, which will be more open world, you'll have a little more freedom. They'll have already told the kind of origin story that they wanted to tell to get you to, you know the characters the way they wanted you to get to know them, if that makes sense. Look at those bullets about to fuck me up. Ow.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my god,
I
enough.
lost game audio on the free stream.
Did you?
Yeah, but it's still good on Twitch.
Yeah? Alright. Just keep an eye on it. You know, I'm in the basement by myself today.
Yeah, the only one on the set. The set is so very empty.
Yep.
And
We got a social distance. Even though you guys are doing more than social distance, you're in a different state. That was really close. Holy hell. I was not paying attention. Alright, Cloud.
Get as far away from the East Coast as possible.
Yeah. I mean, California's not much better in certain areas. Oh god, he's almost there. Damn it, I'm out of MP again. Fuck it. Oh, come on, just get staggered. Yes! Cloud. Oh, you got your limit break too. I'm gonna hit him with 2 limits. But I think it's gonna go into a fucking cutscene too. Yeah, this fucks me up all the time. So did I just waste my limit break? Or is it gonna trigger after this? Or wait, did we just kill it? No, okay, I was like, we didn't kill it yet.
An auto repair unit.
But yeah, I used my limit break,
We gotta take it out quicker. We're screwed.
and I don't know if it even counted. Whatever. Cloud. Actually, I want your view. Hit the leg. That turkey leg.
Hold out until you spot an opening. No holding back. Gotta heal up.
No, you don't. You're fine. Okay, so that didn't go terribly. I can't remember, Greg, when I played the demo, did I die once? Like, wipe my team once?
I don't think you did.
I think I came close. I think I had to use, like, a couple Phoenix downs.
I remember in the original, it took me a couple tries to beat that boss.
Really?
When I was a kid, I was yeah, I was probably like
Oh.
You hear that?
12 years
Damn
old or
thing
something.
showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
I mean, I played the original Final Fantasy VII kind of late. I think I said during our demo playthrough. I played it on PSP. It must have been like 2008 to 2010, something like that.
Okay.
And it's funny because I didn't even own it for PSP. I owned it for PS3, and I used Remote Play because the graphics were kind of for me on PS3, and it just looked a lot better on the PSP. So I was late to the party on Final Fantasy VII, unless you count being over a friend's house
Nothing to it.
like years before and seeing it.
Yeah, I played it on the PS1 probably in like 2002 or 2003.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I was, what? I was 6 years old when it came out, so
Yeah,
I didn't exactly.
Yeah, me too. I think when it came out in '97, I would have been 7 years old.
Yep. Yeah, so I wasn't exactly tackling JRPGs at 6.
Yeah, right. I'd be pretty impressive.
I think I was having enough trouble tackling Crazy Taxi at that stage.
Hero.
Hey, we'll link up over there. Look after Jesse.
Super Mario 64.
Yeah, well, that was the thing too. I didn't even own a PS1. I owned an N64
Probably.
at that point in time.
All the kids had the N64.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Nintendo was and still kind of is the kids, you know, happy place for consoles. I mean, that said, you can play Mortal Kombat 11 on your fucking Switch now, so... Can't play Final Fantasy VII Remake on your Switch, though. But shit, if they got The Witcher on the Switch, someday they might get this on there, too.
I believe it. We got Doom. We got...
Yeah.
You're not helping.
Sorry, it just.
I mean, obviously, graphically, they're no comparison, but the fact that you can, like, take them with you on the go is pretty
Yeah.
fucking cool. And you know, in another 10 years, you'll be able to play this game on your phone anyway.
I've got you covered. Find us the way out of here.
But then,
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
And unlimited ammo, apparently.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here! Take them down!
We don't have time for this shit. The clock's ticking.
My roommate.
5 seconds is all we need.
What? Oh, I didn't even hear her.
I hear something going on.
Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the audio issue is only on my end. Because I've checked it on all the platforms and we're still good.
It was just on Restream that got dropped?
Yeah.
Alright.
Still coming through on everything else.
I mean, I'm recording, so anything, it'll be edited and uploaded later anyway.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Getting
I'm
shot
just
in the face.
gonna open the volume up on a different platform.
Take the lead.
Yeah, as long as you can monitor chat and stuff.
Don't look so good. Take care of those.
Oh,
I think
wow.
I was testing the restream chat function and I think it's working.
It just consolidates everything into one?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just Max and I still in here?
Yeah. Scott hasn't come back. Bobby's gone probably forever. It sounded like he double ordered that gaming PC, is what fucking happened.
Oh my god, is that what it sounded like?
That's what it sounded like when I heard like a little thing of it. I was like, oh no. In case anybody watching couldn't tell, things are a little more casual this time around, by the way. The way we're handling our streaming format. It's funny because, like, what?
Working quite well.
Yeah, no, it's working. It's just different. It's funny watching all the news programs and everything, how everyone's doing interviews, like, from their house. Kind of like how we're doing our stream from different houses. And, like, I'm just waiting and praying for those moments of, like, you know, like we had. Dumb shit happens in the background. Your dog takes a shit on the carpet while you're on MSNBC, you know?
Those moments will, like, go down in history.
Oh, yeah. And everyone has to sit in front of a bookcase.
It makes you look smart, dude.
Yeah. Well, look at all these books I got. That's the other thing, though. Nobody probably checks the spines for, like, what the actual titles are.
Oh, no.
Probably got, like, Pamela Anderson's autobiography up on that shelf.
Leather-bound.
Leather-bound. A book made out of human flesh.
Oh, God.
I didn't grab that? God, what am I doing? Well, now that I'm on a time limit, I might as well take a moment. Grab those 2 very important potions. Whoops.
It's some speedrunning strats right there.
Get back here, you silly little squid.
Nobody else on the other platforms.
I figured Twitch would be the spot where we'd actually get some traffic. We've never streamed on YouTube or Facebook before.
We have some people going in and out, dude.
On YouTube and Facebook?
I went in and out on my phone.
Oh, so it was all just Max.
It was all just me.
I love that. Did you catch Barrett's singing the old victory tune?
Oh, that's amazing.
I got it muted because otherwise I get feedback.
Yeah, you'd hear yourself.
I'm just dealing with it.
Well, subtitles are on, so I don't know if there was a subtitle, but ow, that hurt a lot. Oh, stagger.
That's it. It took you long enough.
Whoops. Wanted to do Barret. And away we go.
Tough, but doable.
Found that the best way to try and deal with these guys is just to fucking parry them over and over again, because they dodge like everything. They get staggered pretty easily once you start parrying, though. Whoa! Did you just poke me in the butt?
Keep it together.
That guy's still alive? Oh, yeah. He can dodge bullets? Maybe when the time comes, he won't have to.
Nothing to it.
Yeah, the timer ends there. I've never finished this part with less than like 10 minutes. And that's selecting the shorter of the two options. So I'm surprised. They should have gone with 20 minutes and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Sir.
So this is totally new too from the original. They go out of their way to really like show you that Shinra is like painting this picture of Avalanche as, you know, the bad guys.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Doors open. Pick up the pace, people.
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
I was just refreshing my restream dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
And we're good. Hey, look, who's on Facebook? Somebody's on Facebook.
I mean, there's probably millions of people on Facebook, Greg. It's a pretty popular
Well, somebody's
platform.
on our video, dude.
Somebody's on our Facebook?
Hello, person on Facebook. Leave a comment, person on Facebook. Say what's up.
No. Say something mean.
Who is it?
Like the meanest thing you can think of.
Don't say something mean. Say something nice.
Yeah, say something. Yeah.
Okay,
Who
fine.
said
Say the
something
nicest mean thing you can think of. Like the way, you know, people passive-aggressively
Looks like
do.
we made it.
Like, yeah, that dress looks
And
really
with
good on
nothing
you.
But a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter.
Anyway, thanks for
Maybe it
being here,
triggered a
Facebook
reaction
person.
with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right?
Yes, Biggs. When it comes to the city versus the planet,
After all that,
planet
it
is
better
more
have.
important.
Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it.
Here you go. I went back on Facebook. I'm giving you some likes.
More than one? You can do that?
Watch out
You
for
can give like
wires.
as many times as you can push the button. Here's some hearts.
Oh,
Here's an
like
angry
that,
face.
like that way.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Here you go. Here's one of those.
The air in
Hey,
here
like that.
reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open. Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul. Oh, it's me. Gotta do something about that. And soon.
Nasty ass.
I felt that one in my guts.
They just keep on coming.
We need to get out of this place.
Was it the Mako density? The primary explosive?
We need a counter for how many times they have a fat joke about
I'm
Wedge.
running on empty here.
There's another one.
Fuel at the base.
What are we at, like 3
Next time I'll
already?
have to bring a little
In this
pick-me-up.
tunnel? Alone?
How much farther do we
Is
have
that
to
4?
go?
Not far. That's about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Can't wait to see you, Marley.
Can't wait to take a hot shower.
She's
Hello?
good to go.
Yes? No? Oh, yes.
Yes.
Fire in the hole!
Oh. Someone definitely got an ass full of shrapnel.
You sure told those
Bro, the robot vacuum turned on in my bathroom. I have to go save it. Hold on.
What? hang on. What? Did he say the robot vacuum turned on in my bathroom? That's some Skynet shit. I really don't want to know how that turns out. Oh, he's in the perfect framing right now for some paranormal activity shit where he gets sucked through the door. Never mind, he's coming back. I was saying I thought we were going to see some weird paranormal activity shit when you were like standing in the doorway. Just get sucked right into your robot vacuum.
This couldn't have been us, could it?
Oh yeah, also a bunch of people died.
Oh no!
Oh no, anybody I know? No.
You miss out on like
This was just the first
major
reactor,
plot parts.
and the planet
Swed.
won't be safe till we get the rest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was gone for like a second, man. How's
Oh,
that
man.
possible?
We
I
gotta
can't
start
even
it. Can I start
believe
over?
that happened.
I gotta start
Oh,
over.
God.
And this is
Oh.
only the beginning.
See, it's only the beginning.
The bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the
I
planet.
won a free sandwich one time
But
and
it's okay, cause
didn't
I'll
have to
be here for
sacrifice
you,
anything.
to help take the load off your shoulders. Your fears, your worries, your concerns, and yes, your feelings.
Why are you angry at our video, Max? What the hell, dude?
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah.
What's
I
her
gave
I
name?
see everything.
I gave you some likes and hearts too.
You gotta balance the scales though. I love in like it's like specifically the more recent Final Fantasy games, they need like sound effects from people for everything, like with their vocalizing and stuff. Like if they're moving, they gotta be like not even the intense stuff, not even like no, just like if you're doing casual running, you need to be like
Well, isn't that like the art of voice acting right there?
Like my money now.
You can have it.
yes, that's it right there. That's all there is to that art. Or at
Well,
least
it's
that's
like,
part one
oh,
of the
you
art of
need
voice
to-
acting.
You need to sound like you're throwing up, but don't actually, like, you can't actually, like, you're just acting, but...
I think you're describing
You know?
fellatio right now.
It's Scott's version of fellatio, indefinitely.
Ooh, marbles!
It's healing material.
You can have it for saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Alright, well, Facebook person left, but there's still 2 people on Twitch.
I mean, we kind of called him out.
Survival can be a
Yeah.
matter of
Who
luck
are you,
or
Facebook
skill.
person?
Wait, aren't you guys watching on Twitch?
I'm watching on Twitch.
So there's not even...
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm also watching on Facebook. I got a phone.
Use it, right?
You do
Oh.
know what I was, right?
I'm only monitoring the stream, Twitch stream. I'm not viewing it as a viewer.
Okay.
Oh,
I was
okay.
only trying to help. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something
Oh, I'm viewing it
extra
as a
for
viewer.
being so brave.
That's my only option.
That really was the ride of a lifetime.
Is there really any other way to view it other than as a viewer?
Here's some angry faces, Swed.
Dude, come on.
I'm mad that other dude left.
My only friend. Oh, dude, the amount of, like, NPC dialogue they recorded is crazy. Just running around people just to hear them talk shit about you.
Up here! Look up! I said look up!
I am.
Careful up here.
Jesus.
This could collapse at any moment. If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs.
I like that little dance she did.
You're safe now.
Hmm?
If you really want to get to the station, you can always climb those stairs and try picking your way across the rubble.
Okay.
Oh no, come on.
Get back!
That worked as poop.
Talking shit.
His Vegas internet's terrible.
The entire state.
You can't get good internet in Vegas. It's like a thing.
Oh, really?
I don't. As far as I know, I've never had good internet in Vegas, and my brother lived out there for a minute.
Like in the city, or like in that whole
Just-
area?
Just in that area,
Yeah.
everything's slow.
I don't know,
Stations in
I feel like your brother had, like, certain circumstances that prevented him from having...
Downloading
he would-
multiple terabytes of porn every hour on the hour
No,
will slow your
he's
shit
just
down.
a broke motherfucker.
Well, dude, like, Veer Tower was, like, nice, but,
Dude, that place was
Kind of-
falling apart.
yeah, it's kind of fucking ran like shit, so...
Like his microwave broke and they wouldn't do anything about it. Like, how does a microwave break?
Dude,
Big
girls
difference.
were so,
Big difference
like,
right
not
here, by the way.
happy to be in there.
No, like the microwave broke, the washer and dryer broke. And like the management didn't care.
He couldn't be. But then,
So obviously, none of this was in the original. This is like the biggest friggin' difference we've seen so far.
the hell?
Part of me is back and forth on whether or not it was too early to like show Sephiroth. Like, people were surprised.
Yeah.
People were surprised he was even going to be like in this game because during the whole Midgar part, you don't see him. His name is mentioned like a few times, but you don't even really know what he looks like until flashbacks that happen after you leave Midgar.
Right.
And here they're showing him right off the bat.
Yeah, I think. Feels like, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts and Advent Children all led to that. Like,
It was the
Right.
moment of our time together.
like they just
People are already.
they accentuate
This is now.
that as Sephiroth was, and
Mhm.
Our beloved
Is that
planet
Colin?
is dying.
What's up, guys?
Yo,
oh shit.
you're coming in at a important moment.
Can you bear to
Let's enjoy it.
Shit.
Yeah.
That was my beard.
were the planet to die? So many things would be lost. Your hometown burned so bright. The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh, yielding to cold steel. That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live. Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm seeing things.
Yeah.
Fumes from all the Mako, maybe.
Is that Colin? Get feedback on?
You got this.
Baby.
If you got, yeah, if you got headphones, use those. Yeah, like we said, I mean, people seem to have been desensitized to Sephiroth at this point, you know?
Yeah, yeah, he's like, yeah, I don't know, he's played out, dude.
Yeah. I mean, not so much. I mean, I'm trying not to say too much, especially, you know, for story, but also because I can fucking hear myself through Colin's thing right now. I can hear the feedback. Hurry the fuck up, man.
Shooting for the station.
Sitting there drinking a fucking beer when you should be fixing your fucking audio.
Hey, man. Hey, man. I just want to drink a beer and watch some Final Fantasy.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know, it's the best thing to be doing right now, frankly. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, people that have never played the original game or any Final Fantasy games, there's plenty of people that still know who Sephiroth is just from, you know, pop culture. I mean, Kingdom Hearts, obviously.
Right.
The movies.
Yeah, I think Kingdom Hearts.
Death Battle.
Definitely.
I forget who they had him fight in
yeah.
Death Battle.
I didn't even, I wouldn't know, but
What a mess.
You had a
What are we
big-
kind of talking about? Like,
Well, you're hopping in. We basically just finished the demo portion of the game that we played, the Mako reactor opening, and we're already we're already seeing Sephiroth. Of course, he was like a hallucination, but still, like you don't even hear his name really until much later in the original game. Not like a ton later, and you definitely don't see him until you're out of Midgar. And of course, this game is only going to handle the Midgar portion, so they're showing him a lot earlier. That's basically what we were talking about.
Okay. I like the fixed camera angles. That I kind of had it. I like that.
It wasn't even really that fixed. It's like it just kind of pulls in one direction at certain points.
Yeah, but it's so old
fuck.
school.
Intruder escape.
On my first playthrough, I didn't realize there's a materia right there next to that car. So it won't let me go that way yet. That's why I just kind of turned around and went the other way. But there's a materia there, purple one.
How you doing, Carl?
I'm hanging in there, man. Like I said, just got home from work. Happy that you guys are doing the stream right now, you know.
Yeah, it's been a good time so far.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
So, between like the demo version, was there any like big you know, graphical overhauls or changes that you saw, or
not much? Just an extra scene was added into the final game, or more likely subtracted out of the demo.
That's right. It's a gift.
With a flashback with Tifa.
What things? This game is so beautiful looking, though.
Think of it as a memento.
It is crazy that these are even running on current gen consoles.
I heard that, you know.
You know, we're at the
apex, kinda.
How much?
Well, the end, really, of the generation, so...
Yeah, so basically the apex of what the system can really run, you know?
It's on the house.
It's like when we saw The Last of Us on PS3 at the end of last generation, it was like, how is this even possible?
And then... who knows when we're getting Last of Us Part 2 now, but it was slated to be that again.
Yeah.
You know, always at the end of the generation.
So keep your distance.
You know, Naughty Dog always puts out that amazingness. And then I think it's really cool. I saw an article today that PlayStation put up what is it, Journey and an Uncharted Nathan Drake collection for free on the store.
You shouldn't be out here trying to
on what store?
PlayStation Store.
Oh, really?
They gifted like the 2 free games, so if you missed it a couple months back when they did Nathan Drake, they said, here, you know, circumstances of what is going on, so here's 2 free games. Yeah, they did that.
For self-isolating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
stay inside.
Uncharted 4 is free this month on PS Plus, so if you have PS Plus, that means now you could go through 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in one go. The only one you'd be missing is Lost Legacy, the PSP game, but I didn't even play that one.
It's main entry, that's what matters.
Are you
You know, you're right.
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
Peace!
Spooky ghost.
Spooky.
Sword on the ground, right now!
Shut up, Sam Fisher.
Oh.
I should say wannabe Sam Fisher.
You're not Michael Ironside.
No. Go for like a clone, Star Wars clones kind of thing, where all these Shinra troops are actually clones. They all have the same voice, and they're all Michael Ironside.
That would be amazing.
So now can I go back for this? Yeah. I'm sorry, I just want the thing.
Get ready. It's over.
Come on, Pupper. Where are you going? Oh.
He was just like doing a bout face real quick.
It's like, yeah, I'm actually just gonna fuck off and do something else right about now. Psych!
Gotcha, bitch!
Let's go.
Oh
so
yeah.
what do we got here?
Get that good stick.
Oh my god, an HP up materia? I can't believe I fucking missed that my first time through. That's a really good one to have, especially this early.
That's why you make multiple playthroughs.
Yeah. Well, apparently when you beat it, minor spoilers, there's chapter select. And it's not really a spoiler, but...
New Game Plus.
Yeah, kind of. People have been saying, yeah, there's sort of a New Game Plus mode, because you get to keep all your gear and materia and your level, and you can go back and play all the chapters, and it unlocks a hard mode, too. Which I can't even imagine, because there's been points in the, there's been points in normal mode where I've really had to hit it a few times to get past...
yeah, but then when you get all the endgame abilities.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Your level is going to help out a lot with that. But it's also like... I think the hard mode takes away the ability to use any items, too. So it's like...
Oh, it makes it harder.
Yeah, man, that fucking hard mode makes it harder.
That's crazy, dude.
People were given the guy... I forget who wrote the article, but somebody wrote an article for Kotaku saying, like... Final Fantasy VII's easy mode is too easy. And everyone was like, what? An easy mode that's easy? Get out of here.
That doesn't... That's crazy. But I
unacceptable.
Think, like, honestly...
I mean, I get what he was saying in reality, but...
Yeah.
The easy mode is too easy.
Way too easy.
Yeah, but it's...
That's what a lot of companies are really doing now when they implement, like, an easy mode. It's more for, like, the non-gamers and more of, like, a cinematic...
Yeah, well, it even says, like, this is the mode for... Oh, wow, I'm fucking bound. I don't have anyone with me, though, so they can't free me.
For game journalists.
For game journalists. It even says, it's like, oh, this is for people that just want to enjoy the story. Yeah. I think the issue was... The issue is I never put that cure materia on me. The issue is that it's the gap between normal and easy that's too large. So yeah, it sounds dumb when he says easy mode is too easy, but what he really meant was, like, the gap between normal and easy is a little big, you know?
Yeah, it's unbalanced.
That said, there's no trophy or achievement or whatever for beating it on normal or easy, one or the other. It's just, you know, the only difficulty-based trophy, I think, is the hard mode one.
Interesting.
But that said, also, like, people might want, like, a somewhat of a challenge, but not anything, like, infuriating, which there's been a couple times on normal that it has gotten infuriating.
Can you change the difficulty mid-game, or do you have to
you can change it on the fly, yeah.
Okay.
And if you don't get a trophy for...
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing on normal right now, but it's like...
Aggravating part, switch to easy, and then switch it back.
I still did not put that fucking materia on like I should have. Come on. Actually, yes, that.
Ooh.
It's fine.
Oh, dude. Rolling around like it's God of War, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I was talking about Bloodborne earlier when I was talking about the difficulty. And yeah, I can't help but, you know, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, roll everything.
Fucking everywhere.
I mean,
roll here, roll there.
Dark Souls is a little more guarding, but than rolling. Yeah. God damn, I really need to put on that cure materia that Jesse gave me. Fuck it. I'm gonna try and kill these guys before I do that.
I love how helpless these guys are with the guns, though.
Yeah, right? Guns are really not effective.
They're just kind of like sit there and just unloading at you, and you're just like, yeah.
Shit. Oh no. What are you guys, twins?
Yep.
Yep, a little more.
Come play with us.
Don't you want to play with us? Hello?
They're all dead. Nope.
No, it's just they sounded like they were right on top of me, but they were on the other side of the courtyard. There we go. I don't have, nope. I was saying earlier too, and I know you'll relate to this, Colin, but this gave me one of those moments like we had with the God of War demo back on the demo disc in,
Whoa.
you know, PlayStation Magazine. Like, you play that beginning part so many times on the demo, and then when the full game drops, you're like playing that demo part again, and then it's like super weird when you actually hit the full version. What's up, Bobby?
Oh, nothing.
Say hello to the world.
Hello, world.
It's
Hey,
me.
are you?
No,
are
no
you
singing.
good? You want to keep everything on the hush for now?
How do you figure?
Well, this is streaming, so I don't know if you want to talk about what just happened. So.
Nah, yeah, like I went to order that new computer, and I don't know, for some reason my card got declined, and I was on hold with Chase for the past hour and a half. Not actually expecting to get a hold of anybody because the whole world is shut down right now, as everybody knows.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's why we're doing it like this. So.
I'm essential.
Your Max is an essential business. The services he provides, Max is an essential business. The services he provides are indispensable.
Making love to the lady.
Essential work.
That is essential work, my friend.
Well, so
oh,
did you get your PC or what happened? Like,
what?
That it?
Did you get your PC?
Well, not. I mean, did the order go through? Yeah, I'm sure it did. You might get two.
No, yeah, I didn't get it ordered.
Word.
Oh, so it didn't go through.
No, I didn't, because the whole bullshit. It's a long, stupid fucking story.
Sounds like it.
He'll have to tell us later.
Why did I just see that?
Oh, was never in doubt.
I was trying to do he has like a ground, kind of, not really a shockwave move, but it's like stabs it into the ground real hard if you hold down square. I was trying to do that, but apparently I need to do a move first.
Here we go. Enough.
Like that. Oh, well, if I don't get hit by a grenade. Damn it.
Kind of dick.
I hate these dudes. Goddamn turtles. No, just shield guys who also like to stun you. I think fire usually works on them pretty well. Oh yeah, that works real good.
Yeah, one-shotted him basically.
Yeah, even with the shield facing me. I mean, that's where a lot of the difficulty comes from. Like, you just have to know exactly what to do with each person, with each enemy. Because, like, if I had tried to fight them with melee, just straight up melee, I would have been there for a good couple of minutes just trying to like dive around them and hit them from behind and actually do damage, and then they would turn around and I get bounced off of them, etc., etc., etc. Or I could just throw one fucking fireball at them and kill some.
I call it good game syndrome.
What game syndrome?
Good game.
Good game?
Yeah, good game syndrome. All the best games have their hacks, and you gotta play the game and try every method to realize the best way to overcome that obstacle.
I mean, it's
i.e. Bloodborne, Dark Souls, just all like those like more kind of survival games, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
like,
it's also a thing that's pretty essential to RPGs too, because like usually elemental weaknesses and shit are a huge tenet of their combat system.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Same thing in the Soulsborne games. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Kind of surprising. I mean, those are RPGs. Little lighter on the RPG mechanics, but RPGs nonetheless. Yeah. Oh no.
Well, what game now doesn't really have RPG elements in it?
That is
most
a good
games
point.
Does. Most games do.
Let's do this.
Well,
smack 'em.
Not bad.
I think developers kind of think of progression almost as an RPG element at this point, or vice versa. They think of RPG elements just kind of means progression, you know, getting stronger, unlocking new skills, increasing your stats. Like, I don't know if you can even call those things exclusive to RPGs anymore, because they're, like you say, they're in everything.
It's just video game now.
Video games.
It's just, that's the way it is, the evolution of games.
How does one define video game? Call of Duty.
Progression tree. Progression trees is Call of Duty. We got you surrounded.
That's pretty cool. I like that little thing they did with the shield. Oh my.
So,
Sorry,
I know nothing about Final Fantasy.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die. As a franchise? Now I'm doing this. Now I'm doing the Souls roll. Never heard of it. Souls roll, Souls roll, Souls roll. Oh my god, invisible wall. It's the first one I've ever encountered.
I just know nothing about it.
Let me ask again. Like, as a franchise, I mean, though, like it's not just Final Fantasy VII that you don't know about. It's like any Final Fantasy, right?
Like, I don't know the story about it. I know of the franchise. I just don't know anything about it.
Right. Okay. So that's partly why I asked. When you say the story, it's actually pretty much every installment has its own story. They share common elements, but every installment has its own storyline, characters, etc. That's why you have something like Final Fantasy X, where it was Final Fantasy X, and then Final Fantasy X-2, which to an outsider sounds really stupid. I remember when I was a kid and I didn't know anything about Final Fantasy, and I was like, why don't they just call it Final Fantasy XI?
But it's not.
Because weren't they like
to 10
in Japan?
What, the numberings?
Yeah.
Yeah, up to a certain year they were different. I can't remember. The first one to come out in the US was like 4 or something. I don't remember. But they named it 1 in the US, or they just named it Final Fantasy in the US. Oh, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Wasn't it always like a turn-based game?
For a long time it was. That changed kind of around 13, I want to say. Which I never played 13, so it's hard for me to remember exactly when it changed. Final Fantasy 15 was real time. 14 was on an MMO, so it's kind of hard to compare, but it obviously wasn't turn-based. Can I counter this guy? Like, good. Oh, well now you're taunting like an idiot.
I need a better chair.
Dude, same. My butt is hurting.
So, this one, Final Fantasy VII, when it first came out, was a turn-based.
It was. It had a little bit of a hybrid kind of system, but yeah, you would, if you were going to call it one thing or the other, it would be called turn-based, yeah. But it had like a weird kind of system that they're kind of almost emulating in this, with ATB, which is like active time, battle, whatever. So like, your turn wasn't in a set order, it was like you would have to get, your time would have to go up, and then it would be your turn, like the bar would fill at different rates.
No escape. You're done. No holding back.
Am I the only one who's actually watching the stream?
No. You mean out of all of us?
It says there's one watching on YouTube.
You're probably the only person on YouTube.
Now
we're watching it on Twitch.
Are you watching it on Twitch?
Yeah, it really doesn't matter where you're watching it. I'm using Restream, so we're getting a few different platforms right now, yeah.
Sweet.
Peace. That's not how you ride a train, idiot.
You're supposed to go inside the
This
car.
Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you? Guys,
I'm in
goddamn one-man
I'm in
army.
80s action hero. Look at my bandana.
You think he's a keeper?
90s.
Brendan.
Thank you. Yeah, what's up?
How much further do you think we should go?
I don't know, as far as I can get before my butt gives out.
Well, that's
I mean, that was... If I was actually going by that, that would be like 15 minutes ago. I need to get like one of those donuts for people with hemorrhoids I can put under my butt to help a little bit. Not because of hemorrhoids, just because of Twitch streaming.
Yeah, donate to the Patreon so we can get Brendan a hemorrhoid donut pillow.
Yeah. That's our first tier on the Patreon page. A hemorrhoid donut pillow.
If we stream for any longer, he actually will get hemorrhoids.
That's real though, and I'm frightened by that.
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
You'll have to stand up and play.
They were, at first.
You don't want that.
Only saw them after she
Don't
grabbed me.
want that.
No.
A new Shinra?
Are you drinking a Peekskill Brewery beer, by the way?
Yes, I am.
I knew it. Even in your dark ass room. Oh, it's gone.
Never mind.
No, I have it. I saved
Okay.
it.
I said anything.
We're good. It's okay.
Which one? Wait.
good.
Let me guess. Oh fuck.
I
Wait.
already said what it was.
No, but which one? Did you already say which one?
Because of the
Yeah.
evacuation.
Oh, I missed it. Which one is it?
The Paramount.
Oh, the Paramount.
Yeah, the Paramount. I was in the what was in the fridge, so I grabbed it.
It's where beer goes sometimes.
It's where smart men put their beer when they come home from work.
When they come home from work?
Yeah, smart men don't come home from work.
No, you
Whoa,
gotta come home
camera.
from work, especially when you got a Final Fantasy to watch.
I would just bring Final Fantasy to work.
Dude, that's why we're here.
That's true.
Hey, got a sec?
I don't, but
Leave me alone, alright?
whatever.
Why don't
Talk to
you
me.
Holding up pretty well, huh? Even after what we saw at the station and all over Sector 8?
I'm a soldier.
Wow. My hands are still shaking.
You get used to it.
Something to look forward to. Or maybe not.
You see, my daughter now lives in Sector 8, so...
Was anyone talking to you?
Should have never gotten out of bed this morning. Just called in sick.
Little help, Cloud? Please? I can't stop thinking about it. The bomb I made shouldn't have produced an explosion that big. It doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a
Excuse
reaction
me.
with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't the reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing?
Sector 7's affected too.
You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly my own fault. Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna learn from this and move on. Thanks, Cloud.
Greg.
Good listener.
Greg's building.
I know. I saw the camera
Greg's
shift
building.
down.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Get that far before Master Grade.
All right, Greg, talk for a second so it switches to your screen.
So far is to bomb a
Master Grade Barbatos.
Master Grade Barbatos.
They've yet to announce it publicly. But
You
I
got
heard
that
it was
frame going?
Avalanche's doing.
Got the frame. I'm still working on the frame.
terrorists who tried to
Gotcha.
kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Time for my shameless plug.
Quit talking out your
Oh, all
You
right.
guys
I don't want to show it
haven't
like
seen
that.
it yet.
You have to go to the. Gotta go to the. Wait, show it again, Colin. I just made a big screen. Can't really see it there, but
Just who do you think
yeah.
Check out the model kit.
A law-abiding
It's on
concerned
our
citizen.
Facebook page, our
Law-abiding?
Instagram page.
Really?
Yeah.
On
It looks-
Instagram, Mac57. Check it out,
In
man.
my humble
What
opinion,
a
More
shout
model kits
out.
to
What
come.
an explosion.
What a premium
What a
shout out.
sell.
What a sell.
Bastards bleeding
That's
our
what it's
planet
about,
dry.
man. Got a promo. Shameless
Think
plug
they got
time.
it?
We all get
Heard it
one.
loud
We all
and
get one.
clear. Y'all's masters.
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world.
Here it comes. Golf claps.
That's right.
That is the Shinra.
I love
So
it.
Oh
sporadic.
my god. Oh. Yeah.
You did it. Good job.
It's what we believe.
Yeah,
We all have to follow our conscience, don't we?
Yatta.
Sugoi. Like, what would the Japanese version really be like? Like, probably not far off.
Just about, yeah. Somewhere in that range of Japaneseness.
Oh, can you switch the language real quick?
I don't know if I can do it during gameplay, but you got me curious now.
Next playthrough, just like change it for that segment, or just chapter select it and then
Change
just
his
see what
voice
they
dialogue. Yeah.
Dude, I love looking, like, when I see a weird subtitle and I'm watching a dub or a sub, I will, and I'm like, oh, I have to see what that's like the other way
Say.
around.
Rewind that.
Yeah.
Like,
Damn it.
that's the beauty about like Netflix or any of that when you can
Yeah,
switch the languages.
so I recently watched the Altered Carbon
Let's get this out of the way.
animated
Oh, the
thing.
anime? Yeah. I
Oh, I
didn't
wanted
finish
to watch
it
that.
yet.
Make the dull stuff a lot more
And
bearable.
like in the dub,
If
they
it
are
helps,
like
think of it as
they
an
say-
initiation rite.
How many times do I have
murder.
to tell
They
you
just say
people?
the word murder.
I'm
Like
not-
this guy's like, and I
There's
want
such a
you to
thing
look
as
into
playing
this
too hard to get.
murder. Like, you know what I
Here
mean?
we've got
I'm
Wire
super
Front
But,
dramatic.
like,
Great city of
And I'm like,
Midgar,
oh, I have to
complete
hear
with
how they
massive
do that
steel
in the
plates
Japanese
suspended
version.
300
And I'm like,
meters above ground
well, I
level.
had my hunches,
Atop which
and
stands
so
a
I
shining
had to look it
beacon of
up, and like,
civilization.
sure
The
enough,
whole
that they
system
just
is
say
sustained by the
real
Mako
death,
reactors,
but in
which
that like
feed the
super,
insatiable appetites
you
of the
know,
public.
English way, and it's worth watching both ways. It's like one of those moments that's.
We gotta
This
make
here
a
is the
compilation
train's route.
video that's
As
like
you can
really
see, it'll take us around
ridiculous,
this
kind of
main
like
pillar.
dubs versus
Look,
subs kind
We're
of
about
thing.
halfway through it
I
now.
feel like I notice
They've set
them
up a
so much
checkpoint
more
here to
now.
scan the IDs
Oh,
of
yeah.
all passengers heading in
Oh
and out.
yeah.
Dude, I
Date
was
of
just
birth,
watching the
residential
first
status,
couple episodes
criminal
of Unicorn,
history,
and
all
yeah.
that and more is automatically
Oh,
it must be
cross-referenced
there.
in their
It must be
databases.
crazy.
Public security
You
wouldn't
watched
have
the
it
dub,
any other
right?
way.
I watched the dub,
Heads up.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I
Don't
just
I'm
worry.
finished,
watching the dub
and,
now.
and I just finished Gundam: The Origin again, dubbed.
What'd I tell
Finished
ya?
that.
Have a little faith.
Love that series. The series is so good.
Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Yeah, good stuff.
Do we know the
Stupid,
run?
like-
Do we know the runtime on Hathaway's Flash yet?
Because of that great big pizza that's in the sky that people down there gotta
My
struggle to
guess is what, like an hour,
Shivers sucks up Mako
hour
while the
30?
soil turns to dust.
Hour and
Is
a
it gonna
half.
be
It's small, and the
hour
flowers
20
die.
around
Then
that?
leave and don't look back.
Yeah.
That's what's always
I'm
my
thinking it's
game.
gonna be the
Well,
same
that's all
around
well
like
and good.
narrative, like
If
Gundam
you only
MT.
out for yourself.
It's probably gonna be around
But
the
the
same.
folks
time.
That's
It
yeah,
might
that's a good
even
thought.
be a little.
Luxury of choice, you know.
There might be more movies. Like Hathaway's Flash is like a 3-part novel or something like that.
Mm.
So I don't know if they're gonna like condense it all into the one movie, or if this movie coming out will just be like the first OVA of like.
Is it kind of gonna be like a Gundam the Origin? Like it's gonna be like multiple parts, like out of
It might be
6?
like that. We don't.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if that information's out there, but like.
Well, that's why the
Yeah.
duration was something I was curious about, because it would be almost a little disappointing to have those super long episodes for Unicorn and Origin, like what were they, like 40-minute episodes?
No,
and
they
then
were like an hour.
yeah, and then go to a
For
movie that's like an
Unicorn,
hour
yeah.
and whatever.
Yeah, well,
What
yeah, I
narrative
guess.
was. So
Yeah, narrative was an hour and 30 minutes
yeah,
and
it went
change.
quick. That movie went quick.
Yeah. So I wouldn't suspect anything more than that.
Right.
Hot damn, we are good.
Yes! Bombs detonated 1, members lost 0.
And one step
Why would you
closer
say
to
that out loud?
brighter future.
Hell yeah!
Come back from a mission like, and nobody died.
Listening.
That's like when somebody gets shot in the head by a
Now
sniper.
get some R&R. Earned it. Just be ready.
Back at
Take
the
it from-
train station in their hometown, just like none of us died.
Assassin.
See you soon. At
Oh,
7
Carmine died again. Oh,
you
damn
know where
Oh.
Tifa works. Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry.
it. Carmine's
Just
dead.
take a moment and listen to this fucking soundtrack, though.
Not long now, buddy.
How about what?
Fucking amazing.
Train services have concluded for the day. We will provide an update on the
So good.
Dude, this game is just gorgeous. Like, from the visuals to the soundtrack to take it all in.
Yeah.
Just drink it. It's just it's all eye ear. It's just a nerdgasm.
I mean, Final Fantasy has always had that pedigree of like great visuals, pretty much. Like,
Yeah, it's
you
like-
knew even in the old ones, like you were gonna get some amazing fucking CG cutscenes that were gonna blow your
Yeah,
mind.
I think
Oh, yeah.
that's what at least drew me into the franchise. Was like
He's been watching the
It
news.
looks so
seeing those insane, way ahead of their time cutscenes.
Yep.
Mhm.
What kind of Apparently Shinra. The kind of person
I
Like
played
those summon cutscenes.
yeah.
Hmm.
I played the Final Fantasy X HD re-release recently, and those CG cutscenes are still like, wow,
Mako is the
how did this
Yeah.
fucking come out
Yeah, the hell it is.
like years ago?
Damn eco warriors with their dumbass posters.
Yeah, I feel the same
I
way.
tear them down and they're back up inside of an hour. Like I've got nothing better to do.
Are you talking to me?
I mean, look at all that steel work. You trying to tell me that's not progress?
This guy talking to a wall.
Pretty much.
Oh!
Not what they say. Sometimes you
What
just
the-
gotta talk
you
to
okay,
a wall.
buddy? Mako junkie, huh? Figures.
Ghosts are back.
I love the spooky ghosts.
Spooky ghosts.
You again.
Yeah, they were not like at this point in the original game. They were not there at all.
Barely tell my skin from all the ash and sweat.
That's crazy.
When I get back,
That's
it's
the best
refueling
thing with
time.
remakes,
Well,
man.
I was showing a lot of this to Kara, and it was like she would ask me all the time, like, was this in the original game? And like 9 times out of 10, the answer is
No.
no. Like none of Like, she likes characters that weren't in the original game. She likes a lot of... I mean, I've been telling her she should play the original game just to compare it. At least play the Midgar part so you can compare that to this.
Oh, yeah.
It just gives you a more...
You should just, like, sit through the stream you do on it, or whatever we plan on doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I definitely want to play the original. I almost thought, like I told you guys, I almost thought about doing a side-by-side playthrough, kind of, where I would jump back and forth.
I think doing that for a few key bits would be really cool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
good for the channel, so...
I think definitely, like,
good for the
to
goose,
see, like,
good for the gander.
like the initial, like, or like even like certain locations in it, like kind of like going in and saying like, this is what it looks like in this one. I've been watching a lot of those kind of videos for like Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
Like kind of like first kind of like, oh, this is how, you know, it was in this, and then like reoccurring characters that are in it, and, you know.
Yep.
Remakes, man. I love them. Style.
Do you though?
Have you been a good girl?
I do. I like to see the comparisons.
Did you? Well, well.
They hit you in the feels.
I was having like, I do think it is cool that, I don't know, certain companies are now visiting these like, it's like legendary.
All right, I'm just gonna
games.
I'm gonna have to say it. How do we feel about Resident Evil 4 remake? How do we feel about it?
I was gonna bring that up, but I kind of wanted to watch this
How do we
cutscene
feel-
before I got too into it.
Are they coming out with that?
They announced it.
Yeah.
Well, there's speculation about it going on. Pretty much that it's confirmed by Capcom.
Oh, I'm against it.
Yeah, I am.
That's right.
It doesn't need a remake.
Turn that thing off and let's get you to bed, huh?
No, I mean, especially because it already plays so well.
Yeah, like
there's
like,
nothing like a lot of the games they're remaking. Like people have good memories of them, but they're like a little bit janky. But like,
Yeah. I don't feel that way about Resident Evil 4 at all. I feel like it's still
it still feels
just as good as it was.
Feels and plays like a modern game. Like you do not need a remake of
No,
that
it
game.
still
And plus you
looks
have-
good too. Like
Yeah. So that's what I think. I was like, if you're gonna remake a game, especially in the Resident Evil series, you gotta go Code Veronica. But what I think, what they learned from Resistance that they have out now, they need to bring into Outbreak. Like redo Outbreak, do a full multiplayer component, like redo Outbreak. That's what I want them to do.
What else good girls do? They go to
RE
bed
engine,
on time.
go all out. Resident Evil Outbreak.
But I'm not tired.
Like full online.
Talk some more, Daddy.
with our luck,
That'd
they'll
be
make it a battle royale these days.
Oh yeah.
No, that's when I say Capcom. And then now there's the leaks about Resident Evil 8 coming out, and they're saying that it's a super departure from the franchise, and then there's rumors about even Chris Redfield becoming a bad guy in it. And I'm like, no, you can't do that.
I could see him doing that.
Well, I don't like that idea. That's terrible. You can't do that. That's me as a longtime fan. I was just like,
You know what they say: you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
that is very true. But
Before
come on,
we get
like,
on to money,
like,
there's an empty apartment in a place just down the road.
I mean, he
It's
punches
nothing
boulders,
fancy,
man.
but
He punches
thinking you could
boulders.
stay
How do you
there for
beat
now.
that?
Yeah, well, yeah. Imagine having to fight a guy that punches
So you
boulders.
wouldn't even have to pay rent. Sound good?
Sure does.
I don't know, man.
Thanks.
I don't know. It's gonna be
Follow
crazy.
me then. How was it up on the plate?
I don't know. The game's all
It
about
was
hallucinations too.
chaotic.
So like, you know.
Sorry for dragging you into all of this.
What do you mean?
Apparently,
It was wrong.
apparently,
You and Daisy
yeah,
like
8
that.
is
I
apparently the
promise I won't do it again.
according
Dangerous part of
to
the
the
job.
rumors of this at the
Don't worry
Dusk
about me.
Golem guy or whatever
I'll
that
try
he's been
not to.
posting. He says
Always happy
that
to help
it's
stick it to
based
Cinder.
upon a virus that causes hallucinations, much like Resident Evil
So,
3
you make nice with
3.5,
everyone?
the original
I could, all
theory
things
for
considered.
4. So
enough for
basically, it's
Good.
going to be a
You had me worried.
hallucinogen-based
You're not
virus.
exactly a people person.
So it's
I'll give
Far
you that.
Cry 3.
Yeah, essentially. and it's first person too. So yeah,
I saw Sector 8 on the
that
news.
just kind of solves everything.
It was like a
Oh, they're
war zone.
gonna continue with the first person?
Shinra mouthpiece.
Yeah, so basically it's
spread
going to be a
whatever lies Shinra
direct
tells me to.
sequel from Resident Evil 7.
It wasn't
And
that bad?
apparently Ethan
It was.
Winter is the protagonist from
right.
Resident Evil 7, and Mia are both going to be in
And
this
here we
Resident
are,
Evil 8
good old Stargazer
or Resident
Heights.
Evil
You're
Village
on the second floor.
as it is rumored to be called.
That's interesting.
And it's going to be set in Europe.
Okay, I'll sleep in
which
there.
is
What with Seventh
which
Heaven
is
and all.
very
Not even
close
time
to
to
Resident
decorate.
Evil 4, and it's supposed to be rumored to have a Resident Evil 4 type inventory system.
You guys
so
see
there's
that gorgeous texture right now?
Wow.
It's like, hey, I wonder where your budget went for your textures and shit. I'm
Hey,
like,
man.
I'm still
Hey,
waiting
man.
for it to like pop
Hey.
in. I'm like
Hey,
expecting
man.
it to
looks
pop
good
in.
too.
Wait,
Yeah, there's
wait,
definitely
wait.
some textures that haven't popped in yet.
Wait for this though. And you're playing on a PS4 Pro right now,
Yeah, I'm on a
right?
Pro, and I'm not even running it in 4K at the moment. It's
Hey, man. I think Resident Evil 4 looks better than that.
I mean, it's like you look at the character models and it's like, holy shit.
Damn!
But it's also like, this is how they get these games to look this good, because the things that you're not going to be paying attention to really are just, you know, nailed
more-
down a little bit.
Well, that's just been like video games in general. It's like your main character models that put the most polygons into.
Sure,
That's on
yeah.
screen. That's your
Yes.
character. That's your main focus point.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I told her I had a friend.
And then
looking
it's like
for a
everything
place to
else, like,
stay.
who's really
Was
going to
that
be
too
looking
much?
close in and
No.
that
It's fine.
freaking, you know,
And
that
this?
steel right there on
That
that
one's,
column.
Right.
And then all of a sudden
Know
your
what?
camera
It's
pans
getting
right in
late.
front of it, and you're
I'll
like,
introduce you tomorrow.
Yeah.
and then it's in your attention because you can't see anything else on screen.
Well, there's definitely some pop-in this game too that's kind of been a little distracting, but
But that's been for a lot of games.
It's a
Like,
little
it happens a lot, believe it
but
or not.
should be
on
enough to
the,
get you through the
going back
night.
to Resident Evil, the RE,
If you want
the RE
anything
engine
else,
from
we can always
Capcom.
get
There's
it.
one thing.
There's
Yeah.
a lot
My
of
money.
pop-in stuff that
You guys owe me
happens there,
2,000,
especially
remember?
with like the more like
I do.
organic
And we'd
type
love
of
to
matter
settle
and
up,
stuff like
especially
that
since this was your
in
first
the Resident
job for
Evil
us, but
on the RE engine.
That's it?
oh yeah, like the GUI
Sorry.
stuff.
we spent the rest
Yeah,
preparing
like
for
you
the
probably
mission.
noticed the same
That
thing
really
happen.
is
What
it.
Brendan, I
But
know you
not
played
for
Devil May
long.
Cry
I'm
5.
collecting money
A
for
lot
filters
of
Yeah.
that,
so
like
I can
it
pay
runs
you
on the same
after.
engine, so you're familiar with that.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is. Wait, then I'd have to pay you for that too. Never mind.
No, 2,000's enough. That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price.
Building
With what you gave
pieces,
me, that leaves 1,500.
You're the best.
Greg,
I'll
are
see you
you what
bright
are
and
you,
early at the
on the
bar,
Barbatos? Where are you at
Thanks again
now?
for
I know you were
everything.
making the inner frame
Sleep
last time
tight.
I talked to you. You were kind of got the head.
Yeah,
done,
I
you
haven't
had
made
the
much
arms done,
progress.
and then
I
it's a
haven't
slow
made much
burn.
progress since then.
It's a slow burn.
I'm
Most of-
working on the lower parts now. I got 2 feet, and I'm working on the first leg right now.
Damn. I wish I could get out of bed like that.
Guess it's
you
time
need a
for
badass
introductions.
sword and spiky blonde hair for that.
No, I just mean like enthusiastically get out of bed. You know?
Instead of wait.
Yeah, like I would
being
take that.
Have a little pep.
Shit.
I
Like
mean,
when you wake.
it's
like,
almost
you know,
never
like
on
those,
the first attempt.
You know those dreams that are like you're falling,
Hey,
and you feel
you
like you're
okay
like
in there?
falling in your bed, and like all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, holy shit!
Coming in.
I
Yeah,
hate that shit.
that's
I hate
kind of
that.
the moment he just had.
Except he actually landed on his feet.
Yeah, except he jumped 6 feet out of his bed and landed on his feet.
That's next
What
time
a
I
noob move.
have one of those dreams when I'm falling. That's how I want it to happen.
You gotta try it. You never know until you try, dude.
Or like how you think you look when you do it. And what it would actually look like. Like one of those comparison memes.
Get off me!
And look at those that cloak.
I feel like I'm gonna have to watch like the archive for most of this because like between the audio discrepancy and like the latency on the stream, I'm getting like my brain scrambled.
Well,
Yeah, that's why.
Originally,
Mute the stream.
Yeah, originally I intended on trying not to talk over much of the story shit, but we ended up talking over like all of it.
We should try. We should try.
Yeah, it's too late for that now.
I can't even hear it.
Next part will definitely be better though.
Yeah, well, this was also kind of a test of this setup where I have, you know, I might experiment with some ways to make it so that you guys can hear game audio and me without you guys hearing yourselves, but also have everything going out to the stream. I got a lot of plates in the air here.
Yeah, and having my my headphones in from the beginning.
Yeah. Did Bobby dip out again, by the way?
Yeah,
he dipped out. It looked like he got like a phone call or something. So
yeah.
He had to call his bank again.
Maybe. I wonder what happened.
I don't know if you missed the explanation. I mean, you weren't here when he was doing it, but he was trying to build a gaming PC through this website. And he basically went ahead and ordered it, and I guess he had some issues with the order or something like that. And
You must be Cloud.
Interesting.
I'm Mara, your landlady.
All right, because I saw all the messages in the Discord of him like you guys talking about the building and everything like that. So I was at work, so I got like
with all kinds of reasons.
a little bit of it.
If you ever need an ear to bend,
I got my Trump money though.
I think most of us did.
What's she to you?
Nice.
Corona bucks.
Oh, somebody's salty.
Oh yeah, Greg didn't get it. I got it. You got it. Max got it. Bobby got it.
You know,
he's
rub
like,
it
man.
in.
He's like, man, I just want a new fucking gunpowder kit, man.
It's like, here's some money to help you guys survive when you're out of work. And it's like, I am gonna buy the dumbest shit with this.
No, then this essentials to get you through quarantine, man.
Yeah, right?
That's what it is.
Well, fuck, dude, I can't find any toilet paper to buy, so I might as well buy fucking more video games, I guess.
Stocks. Buy stocks. Stocks are cheap right now.
Yeah, stocks are cheap right now.
Is it just me?
Be aware we are on stream.
Yeah, we've gone from playing Final Fantasy VII to giving financial advice.
Hey, man, people need to hear this shit.
The market will recover. Buy stocks.
Buy stocks. Right
Invest
now.
for long-term gains.
Silver and gold. Silver and gold are gonna go way up.
Yeah, invest in coal.
No, coal is a bad investment.
I know. Buy Cabbage Patch Kids.
Beanie Babies. Pokemon
I'm
cards.
college, and you should invest in beer.
Oh, here he is. I was looking for this guy.
In times of financial hardship, beer always reigns supreme.
I mean,
It's true though.
alcohol, yeah, alcohol always goes up.
It's an essential business. Right, Matt?
I kind of wanted to see.
It is an essential business.
You know
All
how
the liquor stores are open. All the weed stores are open too.
Yeah, they are essential. I
Dude,
was kind
I just
of
got weed from the weed store though. It was really hard. Really
weed
annoying.
from the weed store.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this guy.
You don't have weed stores.
I was
New
rooting
York.
for this guy for like 10 minutes when I first saw the game, just like watching. I'm like, you can do it, bro.
Get on.
Lift. He's doing it. He's getting there. Yes. Ah.
That's his essential beer.
That is his essential beer.
Oh, he's gonna do it again, dude.
He's
Dude,
gonna
you
do
help
it.
him.
Damn.
You gotta help him.
I don't know if you guys can hear his straining noises, but they're pretty good.
Oh my god, dude, that is literally purgatory right there. Like,
Right?
Stuck forever trying to pick up a barrel.
Trying to lift a barrel you will never lift.
Let's get
essential
down to business,
beer,
shall
where
we?
is it?
These water filters won't replace themselves. Although the next batch probably could, if Jessie put her mind to it. Most every home.
Oh man, I'm jonesing for that hemorrhoid donut right about now.
Honestly, they make us more
I
money
need
than
like a
this place.
something I
And
can
it's
sit
easy
on.
money,
I got
too.
a yoga mat over there.
Collect the old ones and get paid.
Throw that up your ass.
Give me a break.
That's why I grabbed the cushion chair before.
I'm a soldier.
To set this up.
Dude, I'm literally sitting on a metal chair.
Oh, what, like one of the fold-out ones
Yes.
that we have in the studio?
That's all we have in the studio right now.
Oh man.
Great.
I've been.
Yo, you gotta,
And while we're at
yo,
it,
Brendan,
I'll give you the grand tour.
idea. You, like on your go outside, get one of the lawn cushions and the lawn chairs. That's an idea.
Go ahead and keep whatever
Then
we
you don't have.
collect.
Then you don't
Seeing
even have
as
to
you didn't
buy a
bring any luggage,
hemorrhoid
I'm
donut.
guessing there's stuff in the
Yeah, but then I need to buy another
And
thing
don't
for outside.
We'll pay you the difference after.
Well, if you're
Barrett's
sitting
out
in
making his
there,
rounds,
your
too.
ass isn't on the chair
I'm
outside.
gonna carry it back and forth all the time. What is this?
No.
Russia?
Oh man. Just discard the chair.
What
you
the
don't need it.
Oh, this guy's got a jam playing in here.
Hell yeah.
Hey there. Here to change out your
Yo, the
water
best
filter.
part of the
Tifa, baby,
of Resident
how you
Evil 3
doing?
is
Been
if you
waiting
go
for you
inside
to-
Moon's Donuts, they have the
Cloud's in
end
charge of
theme from
collections.
Resident Evil 2
He'll take your
playing on
money.
the inside of that.
Sounds like a pretty
It's
sweet
pretty
gig.
crazy.
If you ever need
That
someone
is
to
pretty
fill
funny.
in, I'm your man.
Little Easter eggs.
Dreams, maybe.
Huh?
Cloud. Since we're here,
Is it just me or does
Maybe we
like
should
that
do a
dude's
little
hair look
shopping.
like it's popping in and out of texture?
It probably is. It also just looks like bad. Like, not bad texture-wise, just bad haircut. Like, really poor choices. How much hair gel do you think that takes?
His
A whole
monthly
bottle.
income.
Yeah, no, it's like the whole like tin of like that like Axe pomade. Because you know for that haircut, it's definitely an Axe product.
Probably.
It
Yeah, it's like-
screams, I am a doucher.
Thanks.
Like, yeah, I want to put my hair up, you know? Like, okay, how much of it? All of it?
On by. Especially if Tifa's with you.
Yeah, sneeze
We'll
coming
see you
on. Oh
around.
god.
okay?
Sneeze
And let
coming
us know
on
when your filter
after you
next needs
sneeze.
changing.
I didn't get a chance to say it. I sneezed.
You know, I think I know how he gets that haircut, actually. I think he just sleeps upside down like a vampire.
Then it shaves the sides of his head.
Well, no, that's already done. No, just take a shower, wet your hair so it stays like, you know, whatever, and then just hang yourself upside down all night.
Just put a bowl of hair gel underneath your head that your hair is sitting in.
Right.
Comes out all spiky.
And then you serve people drinks.
What was that? Oh, how do I? So we were talking about essential businesses and shit, that whole conversation, and I forgot. I wanted to say, so you know how Pornhub is known for doing all their, like, metrics and shit? Their statistics? You know they're
Yeah.
definitely
Sure.
tracking during this time of everyone being
yeah.
inside.
Their visitors are probably.
Our
it's
next
probably
stop
like
is Stargazer
tenfold.
Heights.
I want to see that spike,
Just matter.
if you know what I mean.
Then you know
Well,
what
plus
you
they
said.
gave
Remember,
premium
she's a
away
good
for
friend of
free.
Avalanche,
Oh yeah, well that was before all this happened.
What? Oh, shit.
Disappears from the stream for a few minutes.
Comes back.
I'll be right back.
Be right back.
Gotta check on something unrelated.
Got some filters for you.
All these crazy
Dear girl.
anime
Oh, what's he doing?
boobies.
Working?
Be nice. Cloud's helping me with collections.
You better take care of her.
I'm pretty good at taking
Jesus.
care of myself, you know.
That I do.
Bite my head
Still,
off, why don't you?
Better him than you.
Yo,
No charm,
the
no
back
wit,
of her head looks like a
big
broom.
sword, but no
Yeah,
skills.
really.
The back of her head is a broom,
Be nice.
depending on how you use it. I
I'm
mean,
doing my best.
A feather
You're looking
duster.
awfully glum. Are you getting enough sleep? A good
Better
long
than
rest
your
will cure
average
anything.
Swiffer.
Yo,
A tried and true lesson for life on the
Yo,
ground
he's
floor.
back.
sorry, I got a call from Zydax.
Now, your money.
So
Thanks,
yo,
Mom.
get this.
You take care of yourself.
So apparently,
Don't do
so
anything
what
I
had
wouldn't
happened
do.
is because my bank saw it as a as fraudulent activity because it was such a large purchase.
Morrow's great.
And
She helped get me
so
set up back in the day.
You.
so I called the company. I tried calling the bank. I never got a hold of them. So I called the company, and the guy held it down. He even tweaked my configuration to give me better, like, oh, what did he do? He gave me like better processing power and a whole bunch of other things, and I saved money. There's no taxes because I'm in New York for whatever reason. That's why. It's no shipping, and it's coming down to like 1,370 something flat.
Excuses and get out.
Not
That's
bad.
dope.
Made out alright.
Plus he gave me a 5%
We'll
discount.
be on our way.
On top of the 5% discount that you already got.
No, well, I think that, I don't know, that 3% might have been included already.
Oh, it was
but
3%. Yeah, right.
I told him, because there's this thing, because I had to accept these terms and conditions when I was talking to him. And one of them was, one of the things above it said, how did you hear about us? And I could write Demo Ranch. And I asked him, I was like, you know that guy, right? And he was like, oh, Demolition Ranch? Yeah, he's like, I saw his build, dude. That build was insane. And apparently that was
call this guy back. Let's get him on the stream. This guy sounds cool. I said, call the guy back. Get him on the stream. He sounds cool.
I know. Dude, he was the man. He held it down. He gave me the best fucking deal.
Maybe he could give us some discount codes to, you know, give out on the stream.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Why not help out the neighborhood watch?
Oh,
They're mostly volunteers, but you'll get to know
Single
people.
10%, like random comments.
Didn't see anybody
Comment
at the
generator.
office, so let's head up top.
Right?
No better way to keep you and your family
But
safe
yeah,
than with a weapon of your
yeah,
own.
it was coming out to like 1379 or something, or
The
74.
perfect weapon for you and your needs.
All right, it's not bad.
Bobby, now since you're getting this PC, man, you gotta get some recording software so we can record some demos, bro.
Oh, that was the other thing. He was like, "What are you trying to do? Are you trying to record mainly PC or console as well?" And I was like, "I'd like to be able to do both." And he's like, "Okay, so I'm gonna switch this for you so that you can."
Lots of stuff, really.
So
top priority
do a
is
little
taking care of
both.
any beasts that wander into town. Left,
Do a little everything.
teaching the locals how to defend themselves.
yeah,
What did you switch? Like the capture card that you put in there?
I forget what he
Cloud's a
did,
great fighter, but
but
only we know that.
hold on, I gotta
If
see.
no one knows him, no one will
Might have been
hire
like the
him. Thought
graphics
if he joined
card.
the watch, he could get his name out there.
I think it was a graphics card.
Everybody.
Yeah, I can't really think of what he would have changed for that so much, but
We can't pay you in gil.
Hold on.
But we'll work
That's cool that he helped you out. Yeah, I had a feeling like getting one of those guys on the phone might be like the
What
best
about
way to
your
go.
swords? I could mod it for you.
No thanks.
That's their job. Like,
Say that again?
getting one of those guys on the phone would probably be like the best way to go because those guys, like, that's their job to like build those PCs. So.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like I would actually have a lot of fun doing that. I mean, yeah, you probably deal with some really shitty people too, or some really clueless people, but
That's dealing with the public, man.
yeah, they're all shitty and clueless.
I wouldn't say that, but like.
But he said it.
I mean, tell me it's not true.
I mean, I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
Very political answer.
Dude, I'm good with that stuff. I work with the public.
I work with the idiots. I mean the public.
But yeah, so tomorrow I just gotta call the bank and let them know, because he was like, yeah, they probably, you know, the bank probably canceled it because it was flagged as fraudulent activity. So that's probably why that happened. So he's like, so call the bank tomorrow, let them know it's all good, and then call me back. I have his number, and he's like, and then we'll finalize the order, and then it's on its way.
That's dope.
Oh yeah, man.
We'll do you one better.
I have the order receipt right here. Yeah, $13.74.65. UPS ground $0.
I'll march through the streets singing your praises.
Free shipping.
even on an empty
That's
stomach.
crazy, especially
So,
for all that like
where are
stuff.
these
You know,
roads?
it's gonna be a pretty substantial box.
Let's see. Let me see.
To get-
No.
This this receipt he sent me has
Lead on.
all of the
breakdown.
yeah. I want to see.
Like how much each part was going to cost you?
No, no. It just shows you what you bought.
Right. Well, that's what a receipt does. Yeah.
Yeah. He said something. He said something about I'm gonna be able to run it at like 126 frames per second or something crazy like that.
Right.
Scrap Boulevard is out west. Even on break.
Whoa!
So wasn't. Oh, that's what it was. It was the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 Super 6 gigabyte graphic card.
Yeah.
Oh, so you swapped out the AMD that you had in there for an NVIDIA?
I guess that, yeah, that's what he did.
I like the Nvidias better.
I prefer
Anyways.
them myself. I feel like they're catching up more lately. Like the AMDs are getting better.
The AMDs definitely are, but
I still prefer NVIDIA.
I agree with it.
And why did we go with the onboard audio sound card?
Because you didn't really need a sound card if you have onboard audio on your motherboard, unless you're doing more intensive audio shit.
That's right, because it was like if you really care about the audio. Yeah, I remember. Okay.
Why did he try and say something about that?
No, I just couldn't remember.
For gaming and stuff, like you'll be good with the onboard audio probably.
Yeah.
And then I mean, worst comes to worst, you can get an audio card later on down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
How many, never mind. I don't know if you're gonna... The motherboard you got, I don't know how many PCI Express slots it has, or PCI, slots it has, but that's like what your graphics card goes in, what a sound card would go in. Sometimes network cards in there too.
You too. I mean, I could tell you what my motherboard is.
Well, I've been here 5 years now.
Well, I mean, right now I'm kind of running a stream, so I can't really look it up at the moment if I need anything specific, but I mean, yeah, you can tell me.
Gotta learn if you're gonna stick around.
It's the AS Rock D450M Steel Legend.
It's an Asus?
Ace Rock. AS Rock. Ass Rock.
Ass Rock.
B450M?
Yeah.
All right.
Steel Legend.
I think that might be the last of them.
Probably 4 PCI.
Of course not.
What is
Even
PCI?
so, folks will be
The PCI
It's your
Express
port.
slots are
Your
just,
card
yeah.
slots, yeah.
A win's a win.
Like your graphics card slots into
True.
one. Sound card would
do
too.
wonders for your rep.
You can do
okay.
network cards in there.
Let's go check in with
The
Biggs and Wedge.
the internal like Elgatos or whatever capture cards you might have, those slot into PCI Express slots too. When I built my PC, I built a micro ATX size PC though, so it's a little smaller. So I only have 2 or 3. I can't remember actually.
This one's
2 or
got
3.
three PCI slots, it looks like. One
Okay.
PCI 3.0 by 16, one PCI 2.0 by 16, and one PCI 2.0 by 1.
Okay. One of which will be taken up by the graphics card that's coming with your build. And actually, you had a capture in there too, right? So that'll take up another PCI slot.
Searching for candidates.
So.
And then it's got...
Two, so I'd have 2.
You'd have 2 open, yeah, is what it
Open.
sounds like. Which you
Oh,
could
and then it
use
says,
for-
it also says 4 SATA 3, comma 1 Ultra M2 PCI Gen 3 times or 3 by 4.
Right.
I don't know what that means.
Well, the SATA is.
I missed that last part, but like.
Good job.
Yeah.
SATA is usually what you use primarily for like hard drives and shit.
So I heard.
Okay.
What?
All 4 hard drive slots?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Plus another PCIe Gen 3.
It'll pay off soon
Yeah,
enough.
that's exactly what you
How's
just
the
said.
sword, by the way? Good. Glad to hear it. Seems like the perfect fit for you.
Yeah. We've been through a lot.
Oh, you okay?
It's kind of great that in this one you can do like so much upgrading with the weapons. Because like that Buster Sword is so iconic. It's like great that you can actually kind of take it to the end game all the way.
I've got
Yeah. Whereas in the original, like you didn't have to swap it out, but you really should.
That sounds great. I'll come too.
Oh, no, you won't.
What?
Run along now, you two.
Sorry,
Go on.
maybe next time.
No fair.
Think about it for a second. They haven't seen each other in years. You'd be a third wheel.
Unless they're into that kind of thing.
Hey, before we get back to it, why don't you check out the weapons?
No need.
Come on, the dealer's probably heard all about you by now. Might treat you better.
I don't know about that.
She has a dealer.
Ooh.
Are you? Did you just?
No.
Did
no,
you just
that was
fart
the
on
chair.
stream? Did you
That
just
was
fart
the
on
chair.
stream? You
Damn.
motherfucker.
No,
There's a work that'll
literally,
take on
like,
any monster.
I'd
You the
admit
man?
it. I'd admit it.
Word
Back
spreads
then.
fast around here.
With that shit
What
was
if
the
I am?
chair. I swear
Have
to
you
God.
guys fucking come in from home and you get all fucking laxative comfortable shit,
Man, in
start
your line of
fucking
work needs
shitting your
weapons
pants
now.
on stream?
Why not try that one on for size?
Hey man, that's the
Yours on the
that's
house.
the
Badass
apex of
like you
comfort.
rocking my weapons is good advertising. Think about it.
I was saying earlier, I think before you got on the stream, it's really funny how like all the news outlets and stuff are doing their interviews with people like phoning in from home. They're doing like video chats from home and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, the potential for chaos to just make its way into that is so amazing. You know?
Yeah,
Since you've
right.
got yourself a new
Like the
weapon,
uncontrollables, like if you're in a studio or whatever, like
Yeah.
you know.
No, just like your roommate walks by with his pants on his head, you know, behind you as you're trying to give an
Well,
interview on,
well,
you
my
know,
stream-
NBC.
Where's he
Yeah.
at?
Oh, you should be
YouTube
back
just
at the office by
freaking
now.
demonetizes you.
Well, no, I'm talking about on like, you know, cable news like channels because they're doing it there.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you're an infectious disease expert who just happens to live with your fucking stepbrother who's an asshole, and, you know, he decides to come in the room while you're doing an interview with Fox News, and
It's totally naked.
he's shitting his hand and slaps you upside the head with it because there's no toilet paper and he's pissed off.
Hey, I just thought of something.
Oh, God.
This computer should come with, like power cables, right?
The power supply unit. Well, yeah, I mean, they're pre-building it for you, so yeah, like, if you had bought a PSU...
You'll be able to plug it in.
You'll be able to plug it in.
But now here's another thing. I didn't buy a monitor, so would it still come with a monitor cable?
No, you would just use... There'll be like an HDMI out... I ran the wrong way. There'll
Yeah,
be like an
they're-
HDMI out on your graphics card, which you can use to connect a monitor.
There's also HDMI out on that motherboard, I think.
Yeah.
My computer, my TV has a computer like input slot. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you
HDMI,
don't.
baby.
Well, you don't need to use those anymore. Yeah, you can just use
Yeah.
HDMI. Oops, sorry, bro.
Just punch him in the gut.
Yeah, it sounded like he got the wind knocked out of him.
Actually, I wanted to introduce you to an old friend of mine. This is Cloud. He's a merc.
You don't say.
I got about 30 minutes left in me.
All right.
To help us deal with the bigger critters.
So
What have we been going
to what,
for?
Craig?
For the right
Oh, like,
price, that is.
you know, dinner and shit.
Experienced end,
We've been going for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we'll go for another half hour and then maybe try and pick it up again tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah.
I gotta play. I gotta play
see
with
if
some
Brennan-
settings. See if we get things a little more streamlined.
See if Brennan's asshole like holds out.
Well, it's not the hole, it's the area around the hole.
Sizable
Close
weapon,
enough.
excellent cardiovascular health, and impressive
Tom, did you
lung
see this
capacity.
sick
Perfectly balanced
overlay
muscle
that Brendan
and
made?
bone structure.
I did.
An
I did.
optimal candidate.
I love it.
Sick.
My name is
Quarantine
Charlie.
zone.
I'm an intern.
There's
Development division.
the
I hope you'll be interested in my research.
vertical,
Please accept this as a down
yeah, the vertical strip on my left side that goes towards the game screen overshoots one of them a little bit. I fucked up the masking on it, and it's been driving me crazy this whole time. Just looking at it, like, it's like 1 pixel wide of just a little extra tape.
Appreciate the tremendous power of materia.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Fuck you.
See, nobody would have.
Dude, I have so many windows open, I can't see shit.
I will hold you to that.
Nah, you failed for sure.
Then we shall work together so long as we deem fit.
I'll shut it down right now.
Please
Got
return
the
and
screen
report to me.
down.
A lot of people have mixed opinions on this kid. He's like a new feature. Is that weird to call a child a feature?
Yeah,
It's he's a new element in the game.
That's messed up.
He
Well
like
put.
develops materia for you based on like combat data that you bring in. And then
Can you
later
hit him?
he'll actually, can I hit him?
Yeah. can you
No,
beat
it
on
won't
him?
let me. It won't let me.
Okay.
You beat him up.
It's a good question though. I'm glad we're asking the important questions. Can you hit Chadley?
Is Chadley his name?
Yes.
Oh my god, no.
I think I saw an article that was like, that's the name that when you're like a girl in 4th grade, you give your fake boyfriend that goes to a different school. that you wouldn't, no one else would know him.
Yo, Brandon.
My boyfriend Chadley. You wouldn't know him. He goes to a different school.
Yo, Brandon.
Bobby.
Do you have a webcam?
What?
Do you use a webcam?
No, I'm using
A real camera.
a real camera. I mean, not like anything impressive, but
I'm gonna say, do you know of any that like you would recommend?
well, do you already own like a camera? Like,
You're gonna have to
You
talk to
have
your
my
parents to run
camera.
all the details.
oh yeah,
I'm using my camera.
I think I am. I think I'm using it right now. Yeah, well, I mean, it would be the same thing. You would either need to buy an accessory that's like an HDMI capture device and then have that HDMI out running from the camera and then capture that, or you could just get like a 1080p webcam and have that just run straight into the USB or whatever.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
I found a 1080p webcam with microphone. I think it's got a microphone.
Probably
Yeah, it
won't
says
want
noise
that
reduction.
microphone either way.
Yeah, you're better off with another
Price.
audio source.
Probably sounds like duty.
If it has
Duty.
I mean, you're going to be running Windows anyway or whatever, so it'd be pretty easy for you to just set up another like audio in with just an aux cable or whatever you're going to have inputs for.
work, right?
God, the closer you get to that guy's haircut,
In
like,
that case, maybe you
grosser
could do
it
something
is.
about the
Yeah,
do-rats.
dude. It's
Them
fucking
and their
revolting.
were-rat buddies have been tearing up town looking for food and whatnot. Got into the store and made one hell of a mess, let me tell you.
So this is the padding that some people were talking about with side quests and stuff. They were like, yeah, there's literally one side quest they jammed in there where a guy asks you to kill rats. And it's that one. Like in classic JRPG form.
I've heard a were-rat in pain
you know,
for help.
Honestly, I didn't
Rat pack will come running.
I didn't mind it too much until a little later in the game when it started to bother me a little, but it hasn't bothered me as much as it's bothered some people. Like I said going in when we first heard about it, I was like, I want to spend more time with these characters, so it doesn't really bother me too much what we're doing, as long as there's some extra dialogue and shit in there.
I don't see any doom rats around.
What do you think? Should we wait? You know, this might be a waste of time. Let's head back to the store and touch base for now.
Snaps the one, hope dropped on. Bravest dog of all, he's there when you something.
If you're interested in seeing Loveless,
I like how he's painting an LED sign onto the wall.
probably afford a standing ticket in the Grand Circle.
He's
pretty
very
amazing.
good at his job.
He's amazing. I mean, normally it would take like
He's special.
a glass blower and an electrician and all that shit to make that.
Oh, shout out to Silent Bob for the follow on Twitch.
Look so glum. It's only a matter of time till they
Who's
show.
that?
You'll get 'em this time for sure.
Yeah, whatever you say, haircut.
All the items you could want, straight from
Faux Hawk, man.
That's beyond a faux hawk. That's like a Super Saiyan faux hawk.
That's exactly what it is. He needs to be more blonde to be a Super Saiyan.
He looks like a
Faux
character
Hawk,
from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. These guys are fucking damage sponges.
That's a fucking huge rat.
Anytime now.
God.
Still, would you recommend not getting a webcam with a microphone?
It's on now.
If it's no extra money, then whatever, but...
Any 1080p webcam is probably going to have a built-in microphone.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not going to be great, but...
Yeah.
It'll be there.
You could always use it as a backup.
Yeah, I think, you know, using it to start with, or whatever, you know, it's a good way to start, but you're probably going to want to get, like, at least, like, a low-end microphone at some point.
Now you're in for it.
That's fucking you up.
Yeah, these guys actually, like, almost killed me the first time I had to fight them.
Yeah, this is the side quest is beating on the rats.
Yeah, but as you can see, they're really spongy.
Particle effects are great.
Oh, yeah. I haven't really taken a moment to, like, slow it down and look at them, like...
Dude, even, like, the little effect at the tip of your blade as it spins.
Oh, man, as soon as I was about to go into the thing, I killed the last one.
Killed Jerry, Mickey, and,
Jerry?
Yeah. Jerry, Mickey, and another mouse. And Minnie. They're all dead. They're all dead.
Which one is... Oh, from Tom and Jerry. Duh. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Finally made
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thanks, guys.
Not using my brain during this quarantine, that's
Thought
for
I might
sure.
have to close up shop for good.
Yeah, that guy wasn't using his brain.
Hey, I got
Came
an
up with that
idea.
The
haircut.
guy who took care of the town's rat problem told everybody where he liked to shop. Well, what do you say?
The guy covered in rat guts likes to shop at the item
Give you some
shop.
incentive. Talk you up to Weimer and my customers, and anybody else who listen. You'll be swimming in work before you know it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay then, that's what I like to hear. Seventh Heaven, the new merc in town and my little store. I can see it now. We're gonna clean up.
Give me those. At a discount.
Whose audio is that?
Bobby's?
Who knows?
It's not mine.
Me.
Hey.
That went well. Could be you found your calling.
Sure. Was alright, I guess.
Killing
Think of
rats?
each job as an opportunity, not to make
Are you,
money,
like,
but to build
talking
connections.
shit right now?
It's not what you know, but who.
You remembered.
Had a patient teacher.
Maybe not so patient next time.
Hopefully we can get Scott in here again tomorrow, too.
Oh, Barret should have
Yeah.
finished
Since
collecting
we
his
lost
share
him
by now. So what do you want
He said something about a tall, like a wild dog in the tall grass. I don't know.
And then he disappeared. Like, was that code? Was he being abducted and we were supposed to, like, decipher that? Figure out where he's being taken? Or...
Wish I could tell you.
I mean, I don't really care.
No one knows with that kid.
All right, let's head back to the bar and save up, and then probably call it here for the day. Cause my butt is destroyed.
What's your butt doing?
Let's check it out.
What?
I don't know.
It bothered you that I said my butt was destroyed?
No.
No?
Not what I said.
That didn't bother you?
Should it?
I mean, probably. You should be, like, a little jealous, I guess.
Your butt was destroyed.
By something else.
What's up?
All right. Let's get around to calling this for today, and plan on picking it back up tomorrow. We'll probably figure out a time. We'll put it on social media, and I'll work on refining a few of these things a little bit more. Maybe making audio a little easier for us to work around. And obviously play more Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for everybody that did come by.
Yeah, thanks for dropping by.
Yeah, all 4 of us.
Yeah, hey, there's like 5 of us here.
Yeah. Not too bad. Tomorrow, maybe we'll make a more concerted effort to pay attention to the actual story.
Yeah. You're putting the cat in front of the camera. Do you realize that?
Let's see it.
You're putting the butthole. There's a cat's butthole on the stream right now. There's a giant cat butthole. Hey, where are you going?
After hours.
Yeah, I guess that's what this
for the
is.
Patreon.
It went on the internet. It's already out there.
Oh god.
I'm the one Patreon.
TOS.
Demonetized.
So they demonetize for cat butts?
I'm gonna
YouTube
report
probably
this video
will.
for cat butt.
Yeah, YouTube will definitely take us off for that. You can't even say, and I'm about to say, you can't even say coronavirus on YouTube, even though every time I log on, they have a recommended list of videos related to coronavirus. But if you say it, they'll demonetize your video.
That's a good thing we're not getting monetized. So.
No, we are not monetized at all.
You got ultimate freedom of speech.
Yeah.
No money, no problem.
No money, no problem.
All right, and on that note, we'll be back again in the future. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's the future.
Peace. Tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
What?